Hello everyone, I'm Councillor Paul Dean. I'm the Armed Forces Champion, and I'm also the lead member for the Voluntary Sector Partnerships and Equalities. I just want to give you a brief outline of the celebrations which are going to be taking place for VJ Day. Now, VJ Day, it's on the 15th of August 2024 will be the 79th anniversary of victory over Japan in the United Kingdom. Japan tendered their surrender on the 15th of August 1945. Japan's surrender followed the United States dropping of the atomic bombs on the cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki on the 6th and 9th of August, respectively. These attacks are often attributed to the end of the Second World War. VJ Day has had a long-standing resonance with the Borough of South Tyneside, with South Tyneside Council commemorating the anniversary with local partners, armed forces regiments and charitable organisations. At the height of the pandemic in 2020, on its 75th anniversary, South Tyneside then Mayor Councillor Norman Dick, along with former leader and former mayoress, unveiled a commemorative bench at the Wreath and Lane at Westow War Memorial. An identical bench was also unveiled at another wreath laying in Heavens Car Ellison Park. Prior to this event was held on the 11th of August 2020 outside South Shields Town Hall here, where a drumhead service including a bugler played the last post. The importance of this anniversary to South Tyneside Council and its elected members was clearly demonstrated via their commitment to honour those who fought in the Second World War despite the risks caused by COVID-19. This event means a lot to me personally, mainly because my father, John Dean, actually fought in the Burma campaign, and he fought against the Japanese. I've got some photographs here of my dad. That was him serving in the Second World War, but I've also got photographs of him actually taken in Burma itself. These ones must have been on a good day because he looks like he's catching the sun, but when you see some of the other photographs, it's horrific what these people had to go through when they fought against the Japanese. My dad, in the Burma campaign, it's often referred to as the Forgotten War, but some say it was a victory over climate, geography and the enemy, won through the courage and endurance of the troops who fought in that campaign. My dad was in the Durham Light Infantry and he fought the Japanese army in Burma. My dad was of the generation who never talked about the war. Like many others, he never considered himself a hero. The heroes were the ones who gave the ultimate sacrifice, who lost their lives. My dad would never consider himself a hero. He considered the ones who fought to save their country and never returned were the heroes. He considered himself one of the lucky ones who returned home victorious. South Tyneside Council, in partnership with the civilian and armed forces communities, conducts a remembrance service each Remembrance Day across local cenotaphs, memorials, council buildings and places of worship to lay wreaths and commemorate those who gave their lives and service throughout Britain's history of conflict, like the conflict with the Japanese. South Tyneside, like many northeast boroughs and constituencies, has a rich history of veterans and war heroes. In 2020, World War I veteran and military cross holder Francis William Blake was honoured with a blue plaque over 100 years after his death on the battlefield, permanently fixed on his former home in my hometown of Jarrow. Thanks to the efforts from the Jarrow and Heaven Local History Society. Similarly, World War II veteran Dominic Bruce was honoured with a blue plaque fixed permanently to his childhood home in Heaven. Bruce remains the only person to have been awarded both the Military Cross and Air Force medals. South Tyneside Council has a long-standing commitment to service personnel in conjunction with members of the civilian and armed forces communities who signed the Armed Forces Covenant almost 13 years ago. This covenant commits to ensuring that service personnel and veterans, along with their families, should not be at a disadvantage when they're trying to access public services, including education, employment, housing or healthcare. And that special consideration is given when appropriate, especially for those who have given the most, such as the injured or at times the bereaved. In the light of the covenant, a joint Armed Forces Forum was established between South Tyneside Council and the Armed Forces, with representation from local agencies, as well as the voluntary and business sectors. A Cabinet member also attends this forum, also known as the Armed Forces Champion. In this case, it's myself. The forum meets twice annually. The motive of the covenant is to support the local armed forces community and is reflected in the employment of South Tyneside Council personnel. Earlier this year, the Council was recognised once again by the Ministry of Defence as a Gold Award holder for its employer recognition scheme. This award follows the Council buildings on its support for past and present armed forces employees. Social prescribing with health partners as part of the Forces for Change programme. The development of an Armed Forces Action Plan and the establishment of an employee network to discuss work-related issues facing those in the armed forces community. The Council's Armed Forces Forum has developed an action plan to ensure Council continues to strive to improve some of the actions which are already underway or complete, which include further promotion of positive recruitment for those in the armed forces community by advertising on the Forces for Jobs website, recognising the contribution of the uniformed services through the hashtag Love South Tyneside Awards, and acting as an advocate for the armed forces by raising awareness through the Council's links with the business community. The Ministry of Defence launched its employer recognition scheme in 2014, with South Tyneside's work formally recognised with a Bronze Award shortly after, followed by a Silver Award in 2016 and the Gold Award in 2023. The new Labour government is looking to expand the armed forces and rights for veterans. We know that serving those who have served us is of the utmost importance. As the Labour Council, we will be doing our utmost to support the veterans in our community.